Hear me go?
Yeah,
right.
Recording now.
Excellent, fantastic. Right, so welcome everybody to this evening's Rhino call. We're going to have a very, very exciting meeting this evening. Lots of exciting news to share with everybody. We also have not only Gail, Rebecca, John, our fellow Rhino leaders, but this evening we also have Terry and Annika on the call, who will also be joining us next Monday as well, because we have some very exciting news to share with you, and we wanted the top leaders of the business to be involved in this communication, as they are right up there, obviously, with forefront of knowledge from Alex. We do actually have a very important call with Alex tomorrow evening, so there will be more information drip fed through over the coming weeks. But what we have to share tonight is we're going to start with some basics. So tonight's agenda is I'm going to hand to Christian first, because one thing Christian is really, really great at doing is simplifying things. I always use the acronym KISS, keep it simple, stupid. That's something Christian is great at doing. I'm not so good at that, because my challenge is the more I know, it just gets harder to bring it back to basics for me. I probably get into a bit too much detail, and we don't want to overwhelm you this evening. We want to give you the information you need to know this evening. So Christian's going to give you, in very much layman's terms, very high level, his view of what the D5 project is all about and what's coming very, very soon around the corner. We're going to give you some dates as well this evening. Then we're going to hand over to Terry and Annika. Terry will go into a bit more depth around what is a split, okay? And Terry's going to give you more in-depth information around that this evening. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of a Q&A. That Q&A will be fielded. So please try and keep the Q&A relevant. It's also fine to ask questions about Ultima, the ecosystem, and everything else as well. So it's fine. Ask questions about that also, please. That's absolutely fine. And we will also, right towards the end, any customers here who are passive, who are not builders, you don't have to stay for the end part. You can always leave at that point, because we wanted to make this relevant to everybody in the community, because right at the end, we are also going to talk to the builders of the company, okay? So all the leaders, all the people who are busy building businesses, right at the end, we're also going to give you further announcements. So if you're not a builder, you don't have to stay for that, but you may want to stay for that, because this is going to be a fantastic opportunity for everybody, whether you've been a builder up until this point or not. You may actually decide this evening that actually this is the first time you decide to start sharing this opportunity. So you may very well become a Rhino builder, and you are more than welcome to stay, okay? So that is your choice, but we will let you know at that point whether you want to drop off or stay. But I would recommend stay to the end, even if you're not a builder already, because I think this opportunity coming may very well change things for you and change that decision. Right, so let me be quiet now, because I know that I talk a lot, and I'm going to hand over to Christian, my better half. And Christian, if you wouldn't mind sharing with everybody your understanding, and to just give everyone the very simplistic terms of what's happening and what's coming after the 16th of August. There you go. I've just given you all a date. So fire away, Christian.
Thank you, Joanna. So yeah, not very long to go. It's really exciting times. And obviously with all of us who have been in the business for quite a while now, we understand that Alex is definitely a man of his word. He always delivers, and he always fulfills his promises. And one thing he promised for a very long time was that we will one day move to a fully decentralized system. And exciting news, everybody, DeFi is here, and that's exactly what's happening. I'm really excited about it. There are some technical terms and things which I'm going to stay away from, because I like to keep it super simple. But I will let, Terry get a little bit into detail with that for you guys a little bit later. I'm going to take up too much time, but I'm going to give you guys some high-level points as to why we are in such an exciting time right now. So changes are always welcomed by myself and a lot of people on the team, but changes can sometimes and bring them to a halt and scare them a little bit with understanding of what's next and what is happening. Well, we have one change to come, And this change is going to be the most amazing change and improvement that we've ever seen in the Ultima business. And then moving forward, we're going to be change free. So
I wouldn't say that.
Well, I wouldn't say change free totally,
change-free.
but the way the system works, it's going to be very much change free compared to what we've had to do and the road that we've had in the past. Yeah, I'm confident to say, yeah, it'll be change free compared to the amount of changes that we've had so far. But all of these changes have been improvements and adaptations because he listens to his community, he listens to everybody and the networkers, and he tries to please everybody and obviously keep the business afloat and keep it successful and keep it profitable so that our assets are looked after. And that's one of the first things I want to talk about, our existing assets. A lot of us, we had PLCUX, PLCUC, we had PLCU, the original. PLC, yeah, there's been a few. And the beauty is for all of us now that have swapped into the smart coin, hold onto your seats, because we're about to switch that puppy on and it's going to double and double and double and double again over the next coming years. So very, very exciting times ahead. And our assets that we currently hold will be worth a lot more. Not to mention what's going to happen to Ultima with the ecosystem that's going to switch on and everything that's going to happen with the Ultima coin. Because when the Ultima coin is used, there's going to be some burning. And guys, there's a term which I'll use very, very lightly, hyper deflation. It means this coin is going to grow super fast. The more we use it, the more it burns, the more it grows in value. And that's really exciting. So for everybody who has farms already, fantastic. For anyone who hasn't got an Ultima farm, get yourself an Ultima farm, because holding that token and generating that token over the next few years as that price rises is going to be phenomenal for all of you. So that's a really, really good place to be in, a good position to be in. Now, what's going to happen with the new product?
I'm sorry, before we move on to that, could I just reiterate what Christian just said? If you don't have an Ultima farm already, get one as soon as you can, because here is the deadline. The 16th of August, which is just 11 days away? 9 days away. You will never be able to buy an Ultima farm again. That is the deadline now. And this really is a hard deadline, because as we move into DeFi, there will be no need for Ultima farming or minting anymore. So do you want to move on to why that is, Christian, and what that means for DeFi?
Yeah, so everybody who has a farm and gets a farm in the next few days will still be able to generate that coin for years to come, which is fantastic. And everybody who has the assets already will be sitting on assets that will be increasing in value because of the new system. So it's win-win and win all round for everybody who's already involved in the project and those people who want to step in now. And what's going to be an even bigger win, and I'm going to use the sort of basic terms here, everyone who have a farm already understands a smart contract, or we hope you understand the smart contract. So you're going to be paid a sum of tokens deposited into your wallet over a period of time. Well, guess what, guys?
Every month.
With the new DeFi project, there is no end date on the token that you receive, and you'll just keep receiving it and keep receiving it day after day, month after month, year after year, and it will be here for longer than we are. And so we can then have that asset passed down to our children. Now that's really, really exciting. So we're going to be having something that's even more powerful, that's going to pay us for even longer, that's going to have an even more valuable coin, and going to be on a decentralized system working even more smoothly than ever before. That is the key highlights to what's happening. So it's really exciting, a really good time, and things are really going to be moving and rocking forward. So if you thought that the last year and a half, 2 years was exciting, hold on to your seats, because there's something amazing that's about to happen.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you, Christian. So there's Christian's very high level view of the DeFi, how that's going to work. Just to give you some clues as to the differences, what's different between DeFi splits and Ultima minting and farming today? Well, Ultima minting, we receive our token once a month. We have an end date on those smart contracts. Once they're minted, that's it. Those smart contracts are done. What happens DeFi splits? As Christian mentioned, you will receive those coins in perpetuity forever, but you're going to get those daily. So this is a daily income stream, no longer monthly. So Alex has answered to the community. People have been asking for residual income. People have been asking for daily. Well, he's giving it to us, and he's giving it to us forever. And you're probably wondering, well, how is this even possible? How can this token be increasing in value if everybody's receiving these coins in perpetuity? Well, that's because we're doing something new called splits. And this is what I'm going to do very soon, to hand over to Terry to explain to everybody what the splits are and how that works. But very high level, in essence, these coins will continue to be circulated and used within our ecosystem, within our DeFi platform. you will never liquidate that into fiat currency, because it will become a currency in itself within our system that you can use peer-to-peer. So on that note, I'm now going to hand over to but just quickly, just to let you know, Terry has already produced a fantastic training video called Splits Part 1.
Very good.
I'm going to share that, or I don't know if Gail or Rebecca, if you're able to share that in the chat, if you've got the link to that. If not, I can share it in the chat. But we're going to share that in the chat, and we highly recommend you go away, watch that recording of Terry explaining that. But for now, Terry's going to explain it again this evening in his terms. So thank you, Terry and Danica, for joining us this evening. We'll hand over to Terry next. So far away, Terry.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Gail, can you hear me okay? Perfect. Wow, guys, 166 people in the room, and it is great to see you here. Thank you to the leaders in the room here, to Joanna, Christian, Gail, Rebecca's here, John Tuck. Great to get the message out there of what's happening. Now, of course, let me just give you some some foundational information on the company, because we know the company's 7 years old. And Alex is always delivering, but of course, he's made mistakes along the way, mistakes that when other companies make them, they go off the scene. They're never to be seen again, but not with Alex. What he's doing, he makes the changes as he needs to. And we know that lately he had a great customer product with the cashback and the 100% cashback and 20% discount. An amazing product. But you networkers know it wasn't a networker's product. It was good for customers, but it wasn't getting traction. What has he done? He has had to change. But before he made the change, what he's done is he's navigated the market to see, what do people want out there? If they don't want this and it isn't getting traction, what do they want? Well, of course, we've always known since we joined the company 2 years ago that the intention of Alex was to take the whole business concept in the future onto a decentralized blockchain. He needed his own blockchain to do it. It's done. We've got the smart blockchain. There are some significant plans for that blockchain going forward. So yes, you do need smart coin, but you need smart coin anyway for the transactions in relation to the splits that we're going to talk about. Now, if you look at Coinsbit, Ultima token trading at around 5,000, it only really currently needs around $15,000 to take the price to 10,000. Now, that should tell you that right now there's not that many tokens on the market. So what is going to be happening going forward, and here's some good news for you farm holders who will become the kings and queens of Ultima, because the 1% withdrawal daily rate is going to be lifted, and that is likely to happen this month. That is going to open up the Ultima token to be utilized within the splits system. So that's good news, guys. If you are farm holders, you are going to become the kings and queens. Yes, for the first 5 years of what we are looking at now, a lifetime project. But for the first 5 years, you farm holders are going to be major suppliers to a market that is going to grow hugely in demand. I'm going to cover why it will grow in demand and why it is going to be a significant move for everybody, because the whole system is only based on Ultima token. You're going to be paid your rank up bonuses in Ultima, commissions in Ultima, everything is in Ultima. So we need Ultima tokens. So that 1% on your farm's withdrawal each day is going to be gone probably by the end of this month. Good news for that one, guys. So get ready, because the new splits system, the DeFi, the decentralized finance project that Alex is launching, when he looked around the world and to see what people want, they want simplicity. They want something that's going to be easy to duplicate. They want something where people can be onboarded very quickly. Something that is more or less hands-free and delivers a residual passive income every single day. Well, he's done all that. He's ticked all these boxes and made it a lifetime income. And some of you may be scratching your head thinking, how can he do it lifetime every day? Well, I'm going to show you how he's going to do it in the decentralized finance project. See if I can just share my screen one moment. Is that my screen sharing there, Gail? Brilliant. You see, what we have if you look at the financial markets, we've got what we call CFI and DeFi. CFI is a centralized system, a centralized financial system. In other words, what we're used to, traditionally speaking, is having a central bank or central authority that will handle all the transactions financially that go through them. But there's a big problem with a system like this. They can just switch you off, or they can refuse to move your funds. And that happens a great deal. So what started to happen a couple of years ago on the blockchain was decentralized finance. What is actually happening? This market is rapidly maturing. It is worth a lot of money, millions and millions, probably even billions by now in global assets. The decentralized finance uses the blockchain to carry out the functions of a centralized authority, but it does it in a blockchain system, peer-to-peer. In other words, it handles on a trustless system the functions of a central authority, but cannot turn you off. When we go live with the project, and then we go eventually quite soon into a fully decentralized project, it won't be fully decentralized from day one. We have to get this up and running. The company has to structure it. It will be greatly decentralized, but not completely. But that will come very soon. But the idea is that when you are then on the blockchain, it is an eternal mechanism. It cannot be turned off. It's on the internet, it's there, the blockchain is working, and it will continue and continue. And when Christian said about the changes, yes, we've seen many changes, as you would do in a centralized system. But when you launch a smart contract-based system that carries out its program as per the splits I'm going to show you, it's very, very difficult to go in and change the programming. You need special access rights, so you can't change it overnight. So when the system launches, it will be more or less unchangeable. So he has to get it right. That's why with the first few months, it won't be completely decentralized. Make sure we got it all correct. And then when it's fully decentralized, guys, it's going to be there ongoing on the blockchain, on the smart blockchain forever. It's all out there. So that's the difference between a decentralized finance and centralized finance. And decentralized is becoming very, very popular. As Philip Gradwell says, what decentralized finance shows us is that financial instruments can move entirely to the blockchain. You can basically create anything that you want using other cryptocurrencies and stable coins to fund new digital assets and products that are financially interesting. Okay, so DeFi is a hugely growing market. And the way that we are going to be doing this with the splits, we're learning to do the splits, right? We know the splits are in English terms. You've got to be flexible. As I've said before, you've got to be flexible if you want to do the split. So we are looking at a brand new project. Alex is going to be delivering something that the world has not seen before. Yes, it's got DeFi, but not in this format. This is going to be so simple, so easy for people to onboard, secure a split by way of simply providing liquidity into the pool and securing a lifelong income stream on the asset. The split is the asset. And the asset will generate you a daily income for the rest of your life and even beyond if you are going to leave it to somebody else. In fact, what we're looking at with the liquidity pool, if you run the numbers that I'm going to show you in a moment, there is at least 100 years of this liquidity pool working properly, delivering a daily income to every single one of the split holders. Now, there is 1 billion splits that are available. 1 billion. That's the whole amount that will be available. The ones who hold the most splits, the asset, more than one split asset, will receive daily more of a portion or part of the daily income. If you've got 5 splits, you get 5 times the daily income of the split. I'll show you that in a moment. But the liquidity provider is the community. That's the community that is growing. And this is on the decentralized finance platform, on the blockchain. Now, this is interesting because Christian mentioned about hyperdeflation, but it's hyperdeflation based on a maximum supply. We cannot increase the supply of 100,000 tokens. Now, you may be thinking, well, Alex said he's going to put 100,000 tokens into the liquidity pool. Now, these are pre-mined tokens handed over from the company by smart contract to the blockchain. So the blockchain becomes the owner. The owner is only the blockchain in a decentralized environment, and it can only distribute the tokens according to a smart contract. All these smart contracts that we are talking about will be fully audited and fully explained and transparent as they have to be. So everybody can examine the smart contracts and they can see that it's a real smart contract that is operating as it should do. Full transparency. Now that means, unlike nearly every single business opportunity that I've seen in the world, you are going to get full transparency of where your daily income is coming from. Full transparency by smart contracts. Now, if you compare that with, I know nearly every single other company out there that promises you a daily income stream, they do not provide transparency, full transparency, not, oh, it come from here. No, where did it come from? How did it get here? Because I don't want to be doing anything like a Ponzi. So I want to know where it comes from and genuinely comes from. And this is where the transparency is important in the smart blockchain on the project, DeFi project we're talking about. So although it's very simple, you secure yourself by a split, one or more, by providing liquidity into the liquidity pool, making sure you have the license to begin with, and then you enjoy a lifetime residual passive income where the tokens are delivered to your wallet every single day. And when they're delivered, you then have the opportunity to use them in the ecosystem, even take them to your MasterCard if you have a MasterCard, and convert it into fiat currency. But of course, we're going to have an expansive ecosystem with travel, with auction rooms, many other things coming by the end of this year. So what, 5 months? This DeFi project is going to put token in your hand every single day forever. Now, of course, you might be thinking, well, if I have the split and it's generating the split reward every day, what is it worth? So let's have a look. First of all, let's just cover the difference between a central exchange and a decentralized exchange. A centralized exchange is the likes of Binance or OKX or some of the big major players in the exchange environment. And you may have heard Alex referring to a DEX, a decentralized exchange. And in simple terms, a decentralized exchange, again, removes the central authority like you have with Binance. It removes the central authority who act as the third party. And what it does, it makes the blockchain the third party, and you can exchange cryptocurrencies peer to peer. And it has a system where it allows you with the community to exchange cryptocurrencies without the risk of being blocked by a central authority. That's a DEX. And when you secure your asset, the split, that will pay you a daily reward for the rest of your life and beyond, then what will happen is this asset will become worth more value, have greater value. Now, if you look in the general market of the crypto space, what is very popular are things like NFTs. And NFTs can be assets that people generate an income from, and the asset has a value on the market, depending what the asset is. Well, here, we don't have NFTs. You have what we call the split. And this split is going to give you a daily reward from the liquidity pool of the tokens being held in the pool every day. And this will on go for 100 years minimum. So when you have your assets, your splits that you might secure from day one, and we hope you do, and you may secure more than one, we'll cover that in a moment, then these split assets are very likely to grow in value as our community grows all over the world. The token price would be expected to increase. Now, remember, I said that right now, if you look at CoinsBit, about $15,000 worth of sales will take the token back to $10,000 or $11,000. So it's not going to take a lot of purchases and usage of Ultima to bring that price up beyond $10,000, especially when you look at what Alex is bringing to the world now, which is this opportunity. So your asset, the split, will become worth more as time goes by, as the hyper-deflationary token reduces in supply. So just quickly going back to the 100,000 tokens, I want to cover this point. There'll be those of you that have farms. And you'll be saying, well, if Alex is going to put 100,000 tokens on day one into the liquidity pool, and then the blockchain becomes the owner, what about the farms? Are they not generating more on top of the 100,000? And the answer is no, because it will be the balance. By the time the liquidity pool launches, Alex will know what numbers there are from the farms, and you haven't got long left now to purchase the farm license. They're going to be going off the shelf. And when they do, if you've got one, great, you carry on and you mint, become a king or queen of Ultima. But what will happen is the license will be removed and the balance that is known to be outstanding to the 100 will be delivered into the blockchain liquidity pool. And then they will be into that delegated pool, and they will be issued every single day according to the smart contract plan. So hopefully I'm covering some things off that people may have had the questions for and now got the answers. Because the 100,000 token, yes, we use this as the example. Every year, what will happen is that this token issued daily, 50 tokens every day, will be distributed in parts to all the split holders. So if you have 5 parts or 5 splits, you'll get 5 times the division of 50 tokens. 50 tokens will go out to the community every day. Now, this is what we know will happen. The community will grow. As the community grows, they need Ultima token to put into the liquidity pool, because everybody that joins us and joins our community must donate, or they must send liquidity to the liquidity pool. I'll cover how much you need in a moment, but everybody has to do this. which means the demand on Ultima can only go up with the increase in the community of all those people that want to secure a lifetime residual passive income by a drop of Ultima token every day that can be taken to your MasterCard or used within our extensive ecosystem. So day one, when this launches, and by the way, guys, we're very close to this actually happening. When this launches, for the first 12 months, every single day, 50 tokens will hit the market. If you are in at the beginning, and I hope you are more likely to be having a greater share or greater part of those 50 tokens. We are certainly looking at joining with as many splits as we can, and you should be doing the same, because as the word gets out there, for those people growing this community, as the word gets out there, the part that you receive each day will be a part to a greater community. But as your part reduces in perhaps the reward that it's seeing, the value of your part will be increasing. That's the idea. This is the economics. This is the way of supply and demand. And to double ensure this, or double ensure this, the hyperdeflationary aspect is that every transaction conducted with the token, there is a 3% Ultima fee and a 2% smart coin fee, 5% in total. Every time you want to take and move the token, you will need to pay a fee. That fee is burnt. In other words, the supply of 100,000 is going to go down and down and down, whilst the community is going up and up and up, which means the token price by economics has to increase in price and value, which means the part that you have, even though you may be sharing it with more and more people, has to increase in its own value. And as it does, the asset that you hold, the split, will become worth more. Now, with the splits, what you can do is you are receiving your daily reward. You can buy more splits, increase your reward. You can compound. You can become a networker, and you can enjoy the benefits of receiving bonuses in Ultima, commissions in Ultima, and getting even more splits and building up your lifetime income. But you might have a split that is worth then a lot of money. You can take it to the decentralized exchange and sell a split. So there is a route off the market for your splits. You might sell it peer-to-peer, not on the DEX, but on the DEX, on the decentralized exchange, there will be a function for you to sell splits. There'll be a trading going on that's guaranteed of splits going on as the community grows, as the split is attracting a part of the tokens every day. Now, what happens in year two is a halving. And you may have all heard of the halving of Bitcoin. Bitcoin halves again in April next year. This is why everybody's talking about a bull run, and it could possibly be the last bull run that we have in the main crypto market. So the halving in year two, the token will be only 25 tokens a day issued to all the splits. And by now there could be millions and millions. There is no more than 1 billion, by the way, as I said earlier, no more than 1 billion splits. And there's going to be a rush to get them. All this is based on the blockchain. All this is by smart contract. Nobody can take it away. Once you've got your smart contract, you have got that residual passive income forever, until this, at least 100 years, comes to a point where the liquidity pool is empty, but the token is on the market and it is worth a value. And this halving will go on until year 6. And then after year 6, it goes to 1 token per day to be distributed. But what will the token be worth then? What will your split be worth? So this is the whole concept. Of course, what you're looking at here is just some slides we put together. This is not the official presentation, by the way. And just put this together, try and give you an idea. because the number of splits that I've got down here for 275, remember you need a license like you do for the farm. You're going to need a license to buy splits. For example, you buy a 110 euro license and you have one split, but you need to then put liquidity into the liquidity pool of 100 euros. So whatever you buy the license for, the equivalent you must put into the liquidity pool. The license fee is the commission-based product for networkers, and it's the product for your license to be able to claim your splits. And then when you donate or when you provide liquidity to the liquidity pool, every single day by smart contract, it will drop into your wallet. Yes, you will have a wallet for this. It will drop into your wallet every day without fail by smart contract automatically. Nobody can turn it off forever. This is incredible. And it's a passive residual ongoing lifetime income with an asset behind it worth value on the market. So how many splits do you want? Because the higher the license you buy, the more splits or parts of the reward coming in every day you're going to receive. What I'm showing you here is an example. These are not the real numbers because we don't know how many splits you'll receive for your license yet. But what I do know is that Alex is talking about an incentive at the beginning, an incentive where you may get more splits for a smaller license fee. And then that will have a countdown clock. So the idea, guys, is to get as many splits as you can, secure the passive residual income, and just enjoy the benefit of the token landing into your wallet every single day. Now, I want to mention what you can see in green on the left-hand side, because although I say Ultima token is needed to buy the license, and you must always only provide liquidity by way of Ultima token, when we launch, there will be a promotion period whereby you can buy the license and only the license using smart coin. And the smart coin that you use must be used from your dashboard, from your swapping dashboard. And it will be to the value of 10 cents. So listen carefully, guys, I'm going to repeat this. When we launch for a limited time only, you will be able to buy the license for the splits using smart coin to a value of 10 cents on the coin, and the coin that is in your swapping dashboard. So in other words, you can't go to the market and buy it and use that. That won't work. It must be in your dashboard on the swapping platform. So you might want to think of holding it there right now or getting your swaps in, because you'll be able to swap by a license at a value of 10 cents. The liquidity to the liquidity pool, however, can only be in Ultima. So you need that liquidity to put into the pool as well. Now, no calculations yet because we don't have the numbers. But this is the idea. The 100,000 tokens will be in the delegated liquidity pool in a smart contract. The company can't touch it then. It's all on the blockchain, decentralized. You'll need 50% of your license. So if you want the 110 license, you pay 110 for the license and you pay 100 in Ultima to the liquidity pool. So 50-50 if you like. That's what you need to put into the game to get the everyday decentralized income stream, which has a 100,000 maximum supply on a deflationary token. Guys, this is mind-blowing. It's completely decentralized with the view of self-regulated on the blockchain, highly secure. We have halving every year and 5% burning. Now, if you compare this to the farms, to put it into perspective, the farms are a centralized system. They are a centralized product because the company control them and you have 5 years on those farms. Now we're going completely into DeFi. Now the times are getting exciting on our own blockchain. Smart coin will, by its demand in every single transaction on the DeFi project, has to grow in value as well as the demand for smart coin increases. This is an active income opportunity in Ultima, guys. The world has never seen anything like it. But to put it in its most basic format, you buy the license, you provide liquidity to the pool in Ultima to the same value of the license, and you will receive a part every single day of a drop in Ultima token that you can use in the extensive ecosystem, take it to the market, you can sell it, and you'll be able to take it to your MasterCard and use it on your MasterCard into fiat currency. This is what the world wants, a daily residual passive income for life. There is nothing on the market that can come close to it, and it's fully transparent. So you can check it. Unlike all these other things out there, this you can check. So I hope I've more or less covered most of that one there. Gail, I think it's Gail or yourself, Joanna. I think I've covered most of the thing, but what I want to do, because we are now getting and strategizing our teams, we are getting our teams ready, because this is going to happen very quickly. You're going to find out tomorrow. You leaders on the call with Alex tomorrow, you've got some surprises coming. You need to be on that call. I can't tell you what those surprises are, but they are major. And what we're doing right now is getting everybody that is wanting to work with us, moving forward, get ready for this big opportunity. And you know that Enika and I as leaders, and Joanna as a leader, and Gail, no, there's girl power on its own, right? We're very much into leading from the front. We're very much into walking the walk, not just talking the talk. We're powerful leaders, and we want to make sure that we support our community and our team as we move forward into the new DeFi project. So can I give you a couple of words, Enika, to speak to all the power ladies in here? Let me just hand over to Enika. I'm going to just adapt my speakers.
So I hope you can hear me. Can you? Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Okay. Hey, hello, everybody. Great to be here on the call with Joanna and Gail's Rhino team, full of power. With my current knowledge of this DeFi project and all the secrets that are coming, I feel very, very excited. I can see in the teams, in the leaders who have a bit more knowledge than everybody else right now. I can see that new fire. I can see that new positive excitement right now. That's why I'm really, really excited to get started and almost go back to basics and really start to recruit and build and make this community really big, because I know what is coming. Now, I know that people have different level of understanding, which is normal. Okay, some of you, I know you think it's all just spaghetti and you don't understand anything, and some of you understand the full project, the full new DeFi project to 100%. What really is the important thing to understand is this is the most trusted, the most secure system Alex could ever develop. And I know that this has been in Alex's head for years. This is where he was heading all the time. What he needed was the smart blockchain, the technology that could make it possible to get here. So that is also something that makes me very, very excited, because I know that Alex has been making these steps, you know, developing step by step, new product, new changes, new everything, and took these steps, and he knew in his head where he was heading. And this is it. This is the final project. This is his goal he's reaching. And looking at the tokenomics, which some of you might not even understand, I can calculate, because this is basically just simple mathematics. I can see that this is how the Ultima token can reach $100,000 plus on the market. And even though we are going to see a small amount of tokens dropping into our wallets on daily basis in the beginning, I know that these tokens have a huge chance to grow enormously on the market in value. And small amounts with a big value can be life-changing. And I really want to recommend to all of you to get back to your teams and make everybody understand what we have here and bring everybody onto the Zoom calls, because I also know that more and more Zoom calls with more and more energy are coming nearly every day in different languages. So it's very important that you are on the call and you take your teams on the call as well. I know that I am ready for the next wave of Ultima. I can feel that the same exciting journey can come again, the same as we experienced in PLCU if you were in the beginning. If you were not in the beginning, then you really need to experience this one. I have that memory and I refresh that memory more and more and more every day. And that is what makes me really exciting, because I know that is coming. I'm going to create it. We together are going to create it. And it's very, very important that we together, the community, make sure that we create huge demand for Ultima. Everybody wants a daily passive residual income. And because it's decentralized, it's safe, it's trusted, we don't need to be afraid that the company will disappear, that Alex will make any more changes. It is going to be as it is as soon as it's 100% decentralized. And it's very, very unique. Nobody else has this system. Nobody else has this technology, and nobody can copy. So again, we are not just amazing, we are also unique on the market. So be very, very grateful for what we have. And let's work together and let's bring so many people we just can into this community, because community is power, and Alex needs us and we need Alex. Thank you for the words.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Can I just add, sorry, Joanna, I'm really sorry. I just want to add something because I remembered it as Annika was speaking. Some people will have the question, okay, so the commissions and the rank up bonuses and all the other bits with network marketing are paid in Ultima. Will that lead to a problem of the token being oversupplied? And the answer is that cannot happen, because we're only using the same token as in the market. We are not over minting like you can do with a farm. There is 100,000 tokens maximum supply that will be reduced by burning, held off the market around 80% in the liquidity pool that pays out so little, which is why it can go on for at least 100 years, because of the way that it's being, the delegated liquidity pool is issuing the token each day. Now, this is going to lead to something huge as the market grows. How many people, how many of you guys have had a problem trying to get hold of cryptocurrency on the exchanges when you want to join an opportunity? Your bank will block you, your card doesn't get accepted, whatever. Okay, this is where you farm holders and networkers are going to become the kings and queens, because people will need Ultima to onboard. If you've got Ultima in your wallet, you become the source of providing the Ultima to the people who want to onboard. You can accept anything that you choose to for your Ultima to onboard these new people. You are going to become sought after, because this Ultima will become in huge demand. And yes, there'll be a market, of course, on the different exchanges. We are launching a new exchange. I think it will be this week. So there will be another exchange. And in preparation, I know another question today, on CoinsBit, there is a limit sell order. That limit sell order that you can sell your Ultima for right now is because we have another exchange coming with no limits. And the limit being set up on CoinsBit is to allow for the MasterCard to be used for Ultima without big swings in the price, the value. So the MasterCard has a stabilized type of value without people dumping the market on CoinsBit. Because remember, we're taking the 1% a day away. So the Ultima token that you have will be fully available probably by the end of this month. So the sell order on CoinsBit is to allow the card to be used in a less volatile way for exchange, because that's where the card connects to. And there is another exchange launching, I think, this week without any limits. So guys, don't worry. It is all unfolding very nicely. Sorry, Joanna, back over to you.
Oh, fantastic. That's brilliant. And Terry, if anything else comes to mind, just, blurt it out, please do. There's so much information here, guys. Look, like I said, we don't want to overwhelm you, but I'm really pleased with the information Terry's given and Enika, because this is what you need to know. So let's, first of all, I've got a question in the chat, just one question from thank you, Elaine. And she's asking, will the daily payment be automatic? Yes, it will. This is automatically dropping into your wallet. This is another great game changer, because right now you've had to manually withdraw your 1% daily Ultima token. And by the way, Terry did announce earlier, if you didn't hear it and didn't get it, I'll repeat it again. That 1% daily withdrawal will be lifted at some point. Okay, so when DeFi starts, that 1% will be removed. You'll be able to draw on all of your balance, so that way you can use that Ultima to buy your license, to fill your split license. Okay, so that's also happening. The 1% a day will be lifted. That date will be announced when they're ready to launch the DeFi. So that's great. So the other thing, before we move on to talking to the builders and the networkers, one other thing I want to do want to mention is, what about the rest of the ecosystem? What about everything else we've been working on? Because let's not forget, this isn't about forgetting what we've already created. This is all enhancements to what we've created. So people here who have the voucher licenses, lucky you is all I can say. I mean, what an amazing opportunity you had. And you got an elite group of people in this business who have the voucher licenses. And let me tell you why you're so lucky, because you are still going to receive 20% discount or 20% extra on all your voucher purchases within the 12-month period when you bought that license. I know some people here who bought 1,100 licenses. You still have up to 55,000 worth of euros vouchers to use in the next 12 months, which will earn you 66,000 euros. That's an incredible increase and return on your investment there. Okay, who else out there right now is going to give 20% interest on your cash on euros? Nobody. Okay, so those of you who have those voucher licenses, you're in a fantastic position. And not only do you have that 20%, you're also getting the up to 100% cash back in Ultima. So what does that mean? You can use that cash back to buy your split licenses, to buy and fill those licenses. So you are in an amazing, fantastic position. Everybody here who's purchased Ultima Farms, again, fantastic position. So this isn't the end, what we've created so far in the ecosystem. This is just the beginning of the future of decentralization. So it's really important to understand this, okay? So
Joanna,
I, for one, I bought 11. Go on, Terry.
Joanna,
Yeah, it's coming to you.
Now you just reminded me of a really important part as well. And I wanted to, so before I forget again.
Go for it.
You mentioned about the Ultima, and I saw the question come up as well in the chat, and I have to answer this. The Ultima token that you have on your dashboard will be able to be used to buy splits to the value of at least $10,000. So, sorry, the licenses, sorry, will be able to be used to buy the licenses to a value of $10,000. So the token price today is around 5,000. So if you've got Ultima token on your dashboard from your farming, you can use it to the value of 10,000 to purchase the licenses.
Amazing. And the key thing there, Terry, in that case, is don't withdraw your Ultima to CoinsBit because you won't get that 10,000 benefit. Don't withdraw your smart coin to CoinsBit. Okay, so the strategy is keep your smart coin coming into your swapping dashboard, keep your Ultima token coming into your farm balance, hold it there. Because if you hold it there and buy the licenses, you're going to get that 10K for your Ultima, you're going to get that 10 cents for your smart. That's really, really key and important. Thanks, Terry, for that. That's really important. And that's the strategy. So don't withdraw that 1% a day anymore into CoinsBit. Just wait for that coin to be lifted or the 1% to be lifted. You're going to get a 10K price for that Ultima, no matter what price it is on CoinsBit, everybody. Okay. So hold all your smart in your PL, all your smart in your dashboard. A question here from Leo: will anything held on the smart wallet be included in that? That's a good question, Terry.
It is a good question, and the answer is no, and this is the reason, because people could go to the market and they could buy the smart coin for 1-2 cents off the market. They could bring it back into their wallet and then use it to buy the license. So it is only the smart coin that is on your swapping dashboard in your payout balance that will be able to be used to a value of 10 cents. Otherwise, the market would be flooded with people just getting it for a penny, bringing it into the wallet and buying it 10 cents. We've got to give a little bit, and you've got to give and take, right? So there is a benefit there for everybody in the swapping balance.
Yeah. Perfect, Terry. Exactly. So we can't go overboard. Alex is giving back to the community who have been loyal, the community who have been swapping, the community who've been farming. He's giving back to you. He's giving you this benefit. So just keep it in those platforms ready when DeFi launches. Another great question here. We have a question here on from Ganga. Will the 1% smart for the first year be increased to enable members to buy their split license? There is no mention of that at the moment, Ganga. So just assume no, it will continue to be the 1% for the first year. Alex will notify us if that changes. So we have no notification on that. Alan also has a great question. He's asking, just to clarify, do we only need to focus on buying the license for the 16th of August? Are the splits available after that date? So Alan and everybody, this is the last chance to get the Ultima farm licenses to farm the coin. And people who have the coin farming are going to be in a great position ready for DeFi. So Alan, up until the 16th of August. 16th of August is the last final day people can purchase the Ultima farm licenses. So I know that you've got a few people interested. Get them over the line to get licenses, explain to them why they want those farms and what's coming from the 17th onwards in terms of DeFi. And Alan, we can invite them to presentations. Terry, I have a question for you. When will you be starting presentations on the DeFi project?
Oh, I want to start them tomorrow. I'm waiting for Alex to deliver the final presentation that we can use, and then I will be delivering the presentation straight away because we want to start building the momentum. And by the way, somebody said that if I use Ultima off my dashboard to buy the license, does commission get paid? And the answer is yes. But there's no commission paid on the smart coin purchase of the license, no commissions. Ultima, absolutely. So I will do presentations this week if Alex gives the final approved presentation.
Okay, fantastic. And once those presentations come out, everybody will be promoting them across all of our groups. You must promote Terry's presentations to everybody, prospects, existing teams, your leaders, everybody and anyone, get them onto Terry's presentations. Leo is asking, is it the same for Ultima and the Smart? Yes, Leo, it will be the same. So anything to do with Ultima or Smart, keep them in your dashboards to get that 10K price or 10 cent price on Smart. Okay, that's fantastic. Yes, Ilya's saying, and I was putting, yes, do you know what, Ilya? Yeah, quite a few people actually with Android have already put their Smart in their wallet, but don't worry, you've got more Smart coming. And also if you're farming Ultima token, Ilya, don't worry, you'll have your Ultima token ready in that dashboard and you can use Ultima token instead if you don't have the Smart available on your dashboard. Wealth chat room, can we use Smart to swap for Ultima to fill the DLP? Well, if you well, if you go to CoinsBit, there is a smart Ultima currency pair, isn't there, Terry?
Yes,
So
it
you
is,
could in effect do that. Yes, so you could swap some Ultima. Yeah, you can swap your smart for Ultima through CoinsBit to fill your DLP. That's absolutely fine. Samantha's asking about update on smart wallets for Apple. Now, Apple is always takes longer than Android. The reason for that is because they have payment processes within the app, so that's why it takes longer. They have to go through further regulations. But do we have an ETA on that at all, Terry, or we just don't know yet when Apple will release the smart wallet?
No, we just don't know. You know how funny Apple can be, right? Nobody can say, and Apple won't tell you. So it's just the way that Apple are. So if people have got access to an Android, please use the Android for the time being. Now, I also know that the question that you had, and you gave the right answer, will it be paid automatically every day? The drop in, yes, it will. We've queried the wallet aspect, and let's look for some news tomorrow. There may be a different wallet aspect for everybody. We're waiting to find out, but there will be a wallet solution and it will pay automatically every day. Now, why does it pay automatically every day? Because it's a smart contract. It's on the blockchain. Nobody can stop it. You will receive it whether you want it or not into that wallet address that you set up on the smart contract.
Excellent. Thank you for that, Terry. And then Muku, and Enika's actually answered Muku's question, but just to clarify for everybody, Muku's asking, should we be swapping now, even if our farm contracts have not finished? Yes. Every time you receive Classic or U or X, swap them immediately. Don't wait for contracts to finish because you're missing out on getting those smart coins now. So the sooner you swap your coins, the better. I swap them every time my X lands, every time I have Classic that lands, I swap them immediately. That way my smart coins are coming to me quicker. And also you want to get through the first year of 1% for the year and so on. So swap them as soon as you can. The sooner you swap them, the sooner you get and receive smart. Any other questions here? Yes, Stephen. I bought a shopping license. Can I buy shopping points? Yes, you can. You can still do that through ultimacashback.com. Remember, the voucher program is ultimacashback.com. You continue to do exactly what you were doing prior to any other products coming. Eileen, so should we upgrade our farms also when it becomes available in upgrade? Yes, you can still upgrade your farms. Now, Enika's answered this question. Enika says upgrades will only be available until the farm sales end. So what Enika is saying is those of us who bought those farms with the 40%, we will only be able to use that 40% to upgrade until the 16th. Is that correct, Enika? Okay. And the reason for that, everybody, is because there will be no more farming licenses after the 16th. At all, ever again, okay? So we can only do that. So if you've got any upgrade balance sitting there, use it before the 16th to get that farm upgrade, and then you can fill it with Ultima from either cashback if you've got cashback, or you can fill that from CoinsBit at the moment. Lee's asking, will we open up the Ultima tab on Ultima members so we can pay Ultima in the swap bar card? So I think there was a plan, wasn't there, Terry, for Ultima to be a crypto coin in the Ultima members bank account. Now, is that still the case, or is that no longer required because our smart wallet will hold the Ultima token? Do you know anything about that, Terry?
Yeah, I mean, what is happening is Alex is going to launch the DEX, as you know, the decentralized exchange. So the exchange is coming, and there will be the token Ultima will be on the MasterCard within your Ultima members, probably by the end of this month, going into next month. Well, let's wait for the update on the exact timing from Alex, probably tomorrow, but the token will be available to exchange into fiat currency on your MasterCard going forward.
Okay, fantastic. And Richard was asking, if he buys a license before the 16th, can he fill it after the 16th? And again, Enika has answered this question. Yes, of course you can, okay? So whenever you buy that license, remember you have up to 12 months to fill that farm, okay? 12-month limit for that farm before it expires. So fill it within 12 months, and then you'll have your 5-year smart contract on that farm from that point and fill it. Ramona's asking, what about filling the Ultima token? Yeah, okay, same question again. That's been answered. The staking feature for smart going live on app. I don't think we're going to get into that detail tonight. Wealth chat room. We'll come back to that as and when we now have more information. Like Terry said, we do have a call with Alex tomorrow evening, so we want to make sure that any information we share with you is the most current and up to date. So we don't look too far into the future and just focus on what is happening now. Gang is asking, we are really pleading, let Alex increase the 1% smart payment. Yeah, and again, Enik has explained this, it all boils down to demand. So the more we do as a community of leaders, as a community, even if you're not a leader or network marketer or somebody building a business, but the more you I think we can hear a baby in the background there. See, even the baby's excited. So the more we share with the community about our ecosystem, the products we've got coming, the travel platform, whatever it might be, the more demand we will have for this Ultima token. And the more demand we have, that then puts us in a position as a community where Alex can make those sorts of decisions and reward us earlier and sooner. So it boils down to, as Enika said, you know, Alex needs us as much as we need him. So there is work for us to do as well as a community. Alan's saying, if people have limited funds now, should the focus be on buying the largest farm license possible before the 16th and then focus on filling it second? Yes, I mean, of course, if people have limited funds, you know, they need to secure the license, because after the 16th, they won't be able to get that farm license again. So absolutely, Alan. And also, you know, if funds are limited, they may want to consider how they split that between buying a farm license right now and saving some to buy the split license as well. They'll want both, I imagine. Okay. And then again, Terry, actually, I've got a question for you around the split license. When people purchase split, does it work the same way as the farm license? You buy that split license, and then do you have a time period to actually freeze the Ultima token, or is it you've got to buy that split and freeze immediately? How does that work?
That's a very good question, and we'll get the answer for that tomorrow night. But the idea is, of course, that if, for example, you want one split, you pay €110 for the license as you would do a farm, and then you need to provide liquidity to €100. So altogether, you would need €210, and the €100 that would go to the liquidity pool, I think, and we'll wait for the answer, is that you will not receive your daily reward until you provide that liquidity, and the length of time you have, we have to wait and see. It may be 1 year, but why would people want to do that?
Okay, exactly. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, everybody, when you buy that split license, you want to fill it immediately, because you want to get the most tokens in, you want to get the largest portion or part of that pool as soon as possible, because remember, the more people who buy splits, that's how then the actual split amount of tokens you'll receive will reduce over time. So I wouldn't wait, you know, buy that license, you know, freeze your tokens in it as quickly as possible to get the most amount of splits or portion parts of that liquidity pool as soon as you can. That's what I would be doing. I wouldn't be waiting personally, but you know, we'll find out if there is a time limit, as there have been with farm licenses. Right, we've answered those questions. About 40% on the farms. Right, and there was a question around the debit card for the Netherlands. Again, Enika has actually answered that question, and Enika's been answering all these questions, by the way, in the chat. Thank you so much for that, Enika. Will the smart wallet replace Ultima members? No. Remember, Ultima members is a centralized option, but the wallet will be a decentralized option, so people have options. And remember, we're not going to shut down Ultima members, because we still have community members with the vouchers, and the only way you can get your 20% euros is to redeem them through the Ultima member bank account, unless you've gone for a Binance voucher or a CoinsBit voucher. Just to clarify, do you have to buy a split for August 16th? No. So Alan, the splits start after the 16th of August. Okay, we don't have the exact date. So farms, everybody, up until the 16th of August, then they'll be switched off. And then there'll be a period of time. We're going to start talking about this in a moment, because this now will lead us into the next part of the conversation about building. There'll be a limited time, which I'm going to tell everybody now, where the whole community will be re-registering their position for the DeFi project. We haven't touched on this yet, so we're going to move into that question. Just hold that thought, everybody. Just want to check if there are any further questions that we need to cover before we move on to this piece? Okay, now I think that's enough. We will just move on now to the next part of this conversation, which is really, really crucial and really important. So this is the part, everybody's team, if you're a customer and you're a passive member, I hope this information has really filled you with the excitement that we all have and really given you that impetus to now understand why you did the right thing and staying here, holding your tokens, holding your X, your classic, swapping it, and everything you've been doing for this moment. So thank you for joining us this evening. You are welcome to stay for the next part of this Zoom call, because you may want to learn about how you can make additional income in Ultima going forward by sharing this amazing opportunity with people you know, and why wouldn't you? Okay, but let's go back to that point I just made. After the 16th of August, farms will stop. Now, for all of us leaders here, currently today, we use World as our commission platform. That commission platform will stop. And we are going to have a new commission platform, because the DeFi project will be separated from the ecosystem platforms. So let's think of it like this: Ultima Farm, Ultima Cashback, travel platform, marketplace, all those products are consumer products. They will not be in the future network marketing products ever again. They are consumer-based products which will create demand for our coin as we take it to market to the world. Therefore, in terms of our commissions and building, we need a new commission platform. And that means re-registering our positions within the business. And we're going to hand this over to Terry and Enika again in a moment. So they're going to share with you some of these changes and what that means for everybody. So what you need to do now is get all of your teams in position, because from the 17th, we don't know the exact date, but as soon as the new platform is launched, everybody will need to re-register. So if you are a sponsor and you have a team, you need to get your team ready and prepared and let them know in advance that you will be sending them your referral link again for them to re-register their position. Now, what this means is there will be some people who may decide, you know what, I'm not moving forward with this project. Why? I don't know why they wouldn't, because at the end of the day, they've come this far. They've got their coins swapped into the smart. Why would you not now get involved in the DeFi project? This is the best project we've had to date. So I'd be very shocked and surprised at people who decide they're not moving forward. But hey, I've already prepared my team and they understand it. And it all boils down to education, which is why we're encouraging you to get all of your members onto these Zooms, not just your leaders and your active members. You've got to go wake up every single customer ever brought into this business. Because while they've been swapping and thinking, well, you know, a lot of them think, oh, I've lost money. They haven't lost anything. They've been sitting and hodling a coin, ready for what will become the bull run in the next year or so. Okay. So at the end of the day, you've got to educate them that this is a long-term strategy. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme like all those other scam projects out there. They want that. That's fine. Let them go do that. But they're not sustainable projects, which is fine. But this is a long-term project. So go wake them up, go shake them up, get them onto these Zooms, send them these recordings so they can learn about what's coming. And what you will then be doing is sending out your referral link to your top leaders or whoever's your first line. They will then need to send their referral link to their top line and so on. And we're going to be re-registering everybody. Now, if you have people in your team who say, do you know what, I'm out. I'm not interested anymore. Don't want to do this anymore. That's fine. They don't have to re-register here. They will continue to get their Ultima tokens. They can continue to swap their coins. It does not affect anything they're doing today. This is just to move forward. And then you have an opportunity to reach out to their next level, your second level, and say, right, you know, your sponsor isn't interested in DeFi. That's fine. Would you like to continue? Here's my referral link. And they can join directly under you. So what's happening right now is that leaders of the business are preparing their teams and they're also compressing. And what I mean by that is if you have people who have gone to sleep, deadwood, they're not interested, they can leave, and you can now compress your team and bring the people to the top of your teams, the people who really deserve your time, your energy, your flow, because they have remained loyal, because they have stuck with you all the way, they've never faltered. And even if they have faltered, because do you know what? We all have doubts at times and we're all human, and it's okay. And it's okay to be scared, it's okay to not understand. But people who you want to take on this journey for the next chapter, get them lined up now and get them ready to move fast, okay? You need to get your teams re-registered. There'll be a window of time to get everyone re-registered before the launch of splits. So you want to make that happen as quickly as possible so that when the splits are launched, boom, everyone's ready. And then they can go in and buy their split license quickly, freeze their coins, get the best return from day one, every single day. Okay. And that's why I said these Zooms are so important, because if they don't know what's going on, they're not going to understand the urgency of why they need to do this. So it's up to you, and it's your responsibility to reach out and get them to understand the urgency that when the day comes and you send them that referral link, boom, they need to register now. Not a week later, 2 weeks later, a month later. They will miss the boat. They will miss the beginning. And like with everything, you want to be in at the beginning. And we have that privilege because we've been here for so long already. We deserve that privilege. We deserve that chance because we're the ones here in this Zoom room who've worked this business for the last year and a half or longer, some of us, okay? So you deserve this. So don't let this pass you by. This opportunity may never come again. And let's remember that this is the first of its kind DeFi in the crypto space. Competitors will be asking the question, how? How the hell are they able to do this? How are they doing this? And we can't ask that question to Alex because that's the IP, that's our intellectual property. We don't need to know how. Yeah, and we don't want to know how because we don't want to be giving away our trade secrets, right? Because this is our coin. Remember, we are the shareholders of this coin. We are the business. So we don't want to know, we don't want other people to know how we're doing this. We just want people to know we are, and this is where you need to be. So if you like it, come join us. You might find out how, but don't worry about that. Enjoy those returns. So that's what's going to happen, everybody. So go out, speak to your leaders, speak to your teams, get them prepared. The date, Terry, again, I'm sure we'll find out more tomorrow from Alex. I'm hoping we're going to get specific dates, but there'll be a window of time, maybe a few days or a week potentially. And then the DeFi launch and the split licenses will start. And it will be a mad flurry, guys. It will be a mad flurry. So be ready, have your smart coins ready or your Ultima token ready, get your teams ready, make sure they've got their coins and tokens ready. And we're going to absolutely hit this like charging rhinos, because that's what we are. And we're going to be charging ahead, and we're going to be batting out all the torpedoes. There won't be many torpedoes, actually. I can't see any torpedoes on this round, but you never know. There are always obstacles along the journey, but we're going to be batting anything out of our way, and we are going to be charging. We're going to be charging this seriously, heavy, okay? So who is ready? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, excellent. Who's excited? Who's ready to charge? Give us a 1 in the chat if you're ready to charge, okay? We're going to go for this. Now, some of the questions that I know will be coming and probably going through your heads right now is, okay, well, what about my commissions? What about my old Platinum World platform? What about all the hard work that I've already put into building the business up until now? What about my rank position? And what I have to tell you is that when we move to this new Platinum World or new commission platform, we are all starting back at 0 volume. Everybody, including Terry and Enika. And let me explain to you, right? Terry and Enika have built this business 3 times now. Classic, U, yes. X, Ultima, 4 times. 4 times.
Yeah, 4
Girls,
times.
this will be, I think, the 5th time that Terry and Annika are building this business. And Terry and Annika both individually are on the cusp of hitting, is it platinum diamond?
Yeah.
93%.
They have
93% platinum diamond on both positions.
on both positions, right? And if they had hit or were to hit platinum diamond now by the 16th, what would your rank bonuses be, Terry and Annika?
Together, nearly 2 million euros.
2 million euros. And how much, do you mind sharing, how much is in your leader bonus right now that you can't access because you haven't hit platinum diamond yet?
10,000.
Right. So over $2 million on its way to Terry and Annika that they, if they don't hit that by the 16th, may never see. They won't see it. They're going to zero. I'm testing Terry and Annika sharing this because I want you to understand 2 million is what they will never receive for the hard work they have done. Now, do you see 2 people here that are crying about it? Because we're all in that position. We're all in that. I'm sure maybe you've cried behind, behind the scenes on your own, but I doubt it, because that's not who Terry and Annika are. Because let me tell you something about business as a business coach. Let me tell you something about leadership as a leadership coach. I myself have built businesses over the last 8 years, and I've had to rebuild businesses. My coaching business, I had to rebuild. I've actually rebuilt 3 times in the last 8 years, and I'm rebuilding it again for the 4th time. Every single business, whether it's a traditional business, whether it's a crypto business, an MLM business, there will come times where you have to rebuild. It's just law. It's the law of business. And it hurts, don't get me wrong, it hurts Christian and I that we have to rebuild. Okay? It hurts us that our last commissions, when we hit blue diamond, green diamond, second account diamond, all of our commission, we received an X. We didn't receive that in USDT. Terry and Annika, your previous ranks received an X. And we have worked our butts off, just like all of you. So we want you to know, and Gail as well here, the same again, Gail, her commissions, when she hit purple, she got an X. There are other big diamond leaders here, right? We have worked our butts off, and so have you. And none of us have received what we expected up to this point. Don't get me wrong, we have all received, okay, but maybe not what we expected. And for leadership, the real quality of a leader is how you respond. It's how you perceive. And the way I perceive this as a leader, as I've always said to all of you here, we win together and we lose together. And I am certainly ready to go again. And I know that for the rest of my life, I will have to keep rebuilding. There will never come a time in any of our lives that we will never have to rebuild. It's just not life. But do you know what the opportunity of rebuilding is? We have the opportunity to do it bigger and better and to do it smarter. That's why it's called the smart coin, everyone, because we get smarter every single time we rebuild. Now you can look back and reflect and say, who were all those people that wasted my time the last year and a half? Do you know what? I'm not going to waste my time bringing them to DeFi. Or do you know what? They can come to DeFi, but I'm just not going to give them my time again this time around. Remember all the prospects that you spoke to that were just the wrong target and you wasted hours on a Zoom trying to convince them or get them over the line. You're not going to go and attract those targets anymore. I know here on this call, one of my leaders, she's already done her C goals. Yeah. She's already put her marketing plan for the next round, and she put her marketing plan in for the Ultima Minters. And when I spoke to her the other evening, she was like, no, my C goals, I already put a marketing plan together, but do you know what? then she realized, hang on a minute, that's great. I've already put my plan together. I've already put my marketing plan. All I've got to do is just move the product. Okay, so she's already done all that amazing preparation work, but what she understands and realizes is that the destination and the goal always remains the same, but how you get there may change. Remember that. Never change the goal. You just have to change how you get there. And that's the fun of life. That's part of the fun of it. And that is the personal growth that you take for the rest of your life. Because every time you have to rebuild, you become a better business person. You become a better network marketer. You become a better leader. And this is the real test of the quality of your leadership, of your business acumen. And I want you all also to reflect on another thing. I want you to look back to the day when you came into this project, when we weren't Ultima, when we were LCU, or for some people, when we were PLC. Look how far you've come. Look at the journey of education you have had. It is priceless. Absolutely priceless. You will shock yourself to know. Look at what I know today, and look at what I knew in the beginning, and look at how you've grown and evolved on this journey with this business. And nobody can take that away from you. Every single one is an expert now in crypto, in blockchain, in DeFi now. We're going to become experts in DeFi. The conversations you can now have with people is so much deeper, so much more credible, that you are going to blow this up. But you will only blow it up if you believe what I'm telling you. If you believe in yourself and you believe how much you know, and you have that self-belief, you are going to blow this up. And only you can have that self-belief. But I am telling every single one of you, you all have it. You've all got it now. And even when you think, oh, I don't understand this and I don't understand that, oh, and what, you don't need to understand everything. Because remember, you know more than the person who's standing in front of you that you're talking to. You just need to know more than them. That's all. But you don't need to know everything. But in time, you will know everything about this business. And in fact, you know everything about this business up until this point. Okay, so please, all I want to say to all of you, yes, we feel your pain. We're starting from zero, but look at the positives and the opportunity. Do you know what this also means? Do you know what? Forget about the rank. You're going to earn the commissions all over again. You're going to earn the ranks all over again. You're going to earn those rank bonuses all over again from the start. And by the way, it's much easier to earn those rank bonuses at the beginning than it is when you're a diamond, because your jumps are far, far bigger, much, much bigger. So you get the opportunity to go through these rank bonuses the third time. And also in terms of that compensation plan, we don't know yet if that's going to change. At the moment, it is the same. But again, Terry will have more news on that, so we will confirm. But at the moment, assume the compensation plan remains the same. Assume you need 3 strong legs. We recommend get 5 strong builders in position, whoever are, just because, you know, some legs might go to sleep at any point of time or any point in the year. So we're giving you all the strategies you need to be successful very quickly again. And we are here to support you, hold your hand, give you all the information you need to the best of our own knowledge. And we want every one of you to be successful. And remember, we can only be successful as a team. Nobody can do this on their own. Terry and Inika can't do this on their own. They need us and we need them. Alex needs us and we need him. So unless there are any other questions around that, I don't think we can really say any more about the compensation plan. All you need to know right now is get your people ready for registering again, okay? And be quick, speak to your people, get them on board as soon as you can, ready for the 17th. And anybody wants to buy farms, get them within the next 9 days, because that will be it after that, no more after 16th. And we are going to rock, and we're going to charge all the way to the top again. Okay, so love you lots, everybody. Giving you all my love, my light, all my support, and let's do this. Every single one of you is a leader. It doesn't matter what rank you are. You're leaders just for being here tonight, and that's what makes a leader, because you are the ones who are taking the time to get education, and you're the ones who are going to be at the forefront of this new amazing product, and everybody's going to want to come to our Ultima DeFi product, and we will be the first in. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody, for joining us tonight. Sorry if my Wi-Fi has been a bit glitchy. We're here on holiday with our children, but as you can see, it is a holiday, but Christian and I don't stop. You know, we make the sacrifices when we need to make them, and we've sacrificed our evening here tonight to be with all of you, to share all this amazing news, and we will continue sacrificing for everybody. Okay, that's what this business, that's what business is about. That's what leadership is about. Make the sacrifices, because it will be worth it in the long game. And for me, none are a sacrifice. I love being with you guys on a Monday night. I love seeing all these familiar faces. So let's do this, everybody. The Rhino movement is going big and strong, and we're going to go for it in this new project. So thank you so much to Terry and Annika this evening. Christian left the Zoom because he's on a call with a leader right now. Okay, that's the only reason why he's not here. Thank you, Gail. Again, for always being a great host to the calls, and for always Gail's input as well. And we look forward to all again next week. Look out for the presentations when Terry is ready to do presentations on there, get prospects on there. And Terry and Annika will be back with us again next Monday evening, same time. We look forward to seeing you all then. Take care, everybody.
Thank you. Excellent.